G'day riders, it's an icy cold Saturday morning and it's the beginning of July. It's the middle of winter here in New Zealand. I'm heading down to our local Harley-Davidson dealer, McIver Veitch. Something has arrived in there. I'm not really sure how I feel about this morning. I'm super excited to see the new Lowrider ST in the flesh, but knowing the circumstances surrounding it, I'm not sure if you'd say it was bittersweet, but it feels that way. I've just been sitting in the car for a few minutes. I'm really dying to see this bike, but I'm having a bit of a minor crisis about going in. That was a stomach churning experience. Man, that bike in the flesh is so much better than on paper, than on the computer screen. I said to Jason, the dealer principal in there, I think I might be having non-buyer remorse. The other day I spoke to Dave, one of the sales people down there, and said, look, we've changed our mind. Just through circumstances, we've decided to pass on the bike. And I was happy with that. I was happy with that decision, but just last night when I knew it was in the country, I was starting to think, have I made the right decision? Have we made the right decision? So what I'm doing, I'm actually heading home to pick up the Sportster to take it down and just get it appraised, to see what they might take for a trade-in and see what we might be able to come up with in terms of financing. Yeah, I'm not sure how Rel's going to feel about it. I did let her know that I was thinking maybe I should take the bike, and now seeing it in the flesh, it's an incredible bike. They've really put something very special together, built on that Lowrider S platform with the 117 in it. I'm not sure if I want to give that up quite so easily. So I'm going to go home and get the Sportster. This will be the first time that I've ridden since the accident. Believe it or not, this was the Lowrider S that I took for a test ride 2 or 3 months ago. It was stock back then. They've now put Bassani pipes on there and an S&S cam in that. And I tell you what, it's like clockwork. And man, does it pull. I thought it pulled before. Straight out of the box, these 117s on the Lowrider S, pretty damn incredible. But what they've done to this bike is stunning. What an enjoyable ride that was. I must say I'm feeling a lot better than I was an hour or two ago anyway. It's 141 horsepower breakout. Barracuda. I better turn that off because of, what's the word? Copyright protection. What a morning it's been. It's about 12:30 now. I've had a super fun morning playing with big people's toys basically. Got to ride the Lowrider S that had been cammed out. What a beast. We're just heading out of McDonald's now. Rel's with me. Yeah, Rel's with me and...
Keep going.
Sorry? Oh yeah, keep going, yeah. Thank thank you. Anyway, sorry, Rel's with me. I've got to drop her off to work on a Saturday, sadly. But we've been discussing what can be done. We've got a pretty sharp price actually for the trade-in for the Sportster, which means that we can afford to purchase the Lowrider ST. So what an emotional roller coaster today's been. Far out. This morning I just wasn't sure, and today after getting back into, I guess, reconnecting with my love of motorcycles, I'm super excited now, and just seeing that ST in the flesh, what a beautiful bike it is. That fairing paired with those bags, and the fact that it's that Lowrider S117 platform, what a machine. The only two things that I'll do just initially is get forward controls put on, and because of where we live down here in the south, I'll also get heated grips put on. I'll leave the pipes for now.
Money only goes so far.
Money only goes so far. Rel's moving up to the big block. She's taking ownership of the street bob, so we'll have a little bit of money left over there if she needs to adjust the street bob to suit her needs, which is important. Just dropping Rel off at work now, and then I'm going to head back to McIver Veitch and just talk a little bit more to Jason there and see what we can do. Hopefully I can sign on the dotted line. I must admit, I'm kind of glad you asked me to come in.
Well, I wasn't trying to turn you around, I just to show you.
I didn't feel that actually. I actually appreciated it. You know, I felt that it was actually a nice thing just to double check, because it had been, you know, I'd been excited about it for so long, you know, and and I'm really glad that it did work out. So I'm happy as. I've just signed on the dotted line, and Jason's actually going to put a dealer plate on the ST. Be able to get out for a ride on it.
I've just got my camera stuck down the front of my jacket. It's just taken me a minute to realise this is my bike now. The first thing I'm noticing is the ride very, very similar to the stock Lowrider S that I test rode 2 or 3 months ago. These pipes actually have a fairly decent sound for being stock. The major issue I'm currently having, which I had with the Lowrider S as well, is the mid controls. My knees are all bent up like paper clips. Not a riding position I can hold for a long time. Looking forward to getting forward controls on this. Today's Saturday, and they'll likely get all the parts and what have you put on maybe Monday, Tuesday, so I might be able to pick this up on Wednesday. Love it. This bike's got good acceleration, handles well. The seat feels comfortable. Jason mentioned that the seat from the Sport Glide actually fits these bikes, and he might have one for sale back at McIver Veitch, so I'll check that out as well, because that's a 2-up seat. And those Sport Glide seats are actually pretty good looking. One thing that's taken me a while to notice is the buffeting, or lack of buffeting. I've gotten so used to the wind buffeting my head around on the street bob, which doesn't have any kind of wind protection, and I just really took note exactly what this gearing is doing. I'm not used to having my head not buffet around. This is quite incredible. It's a unique feeling. Very impressed with that. Very impressed. What a hell of a day it's been. Oh my goodness, it must be around 2 p.m. now, and I think I walked into McIver Veitch this morning about 9:30. As I've said, an emotional roller coaster. After I crashed my bike, I think I got into quite a dark place, really thinking about what could have happened, which was a heavy influence on deciding not to purchase this ST. I'm really glad I came down today. As I say, it's reignited my excitement for motorcycles. And I wouldn't say I was worried about getting back on a motorcycle, but I'm really glad to know that I don't have any fear. Just while I'm here, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you've been educated or entertained, please consider subscribing. It's free to do so. If you've got any questions about the Lowrider ST, ask them in the comments. I'd be happy to answer any questions that you might have. Time to head back now, unfortunately. Hopefully this bike and I will be reunited in only a few days.